back, and I am here to talk to you guys about something that I really want to talk about. The main components of a decent relationship. Decent, as in great, as in a really good relationship. Components to a really good relationship are simply 7 things. It might be more, but in my opinion, it's 7. The 7 main things. Now, this is something I'm speaking on for relationships, not marriages. I have no idea about marriages. I am not married. I have never been married. I'm only 20 years old. So if you're married, you might want to stop watching this video. But then again, you might want some advice. So I'm going to give you advice from the things that I've been through. So the first thing, in my opinion, is trust. Trust is a big thing, something that means a lot. If you don't have trust, you have absolutely nothing. Trust to me, in my opinion, means integrity. You always want to do the right thing when nobody is looking. Like, who wants to be with somebody, that can't trust them? If you're away from them, then you feel like, okay, they are with another female, or they're doing something they have absolutely no business doing, or lying. Because integrity really means being honest. You want to trust that person. If you don't have trust, you don't have nothing. So if you don't trust that person right now, you need to go talk to them. You need to break up with them. You need to do something, because you're just going to waste your time being irritated and just constantly having that on your mind. Who wants to think about stuff 24/7 when you have a whole life out there? Like, it's too many people for that. All right. So next thing. The next one I want to talk about is mutual respect. Every person that's involving 2 people need to have mutual respect. You need to be able to have a person that you can talk to and that can talk to you, and you guys can actually sit down and have a conversation and talk to each other. Now, if you're 2 people that like to argue a lot, hey, go ahead. But I'm not one of them people. So I'm one of them people that encourages a person that I'm talking to. I encourage people. Like, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be like, okay, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. I will tell you exactly how I feel. I will support you. However, if you think things are a bad idea, you need to sit down. You need to be able to talk to that person. They need to be able to talk to you too. If not, maybe they're not the person for you. Also, talking to each other is a big thing to me. If you have if you can only argue at someone and you can't intake information or constructive criticism, what are you in a relationship for? Constructive criticism is something that everybody needs. Like, you can't just try and want all these good compliments, and no, that's not life. You need to understand, you need to be able to take constructive criticism, because if you can't, I don't think you live in reality. Like, we live in a world where criticism is something that you're going to get regardless. So everything you do is not good. Just remember that. The next thing about a relationship is that you need to have really good communication. Communication is something that I absolutely love. Like, if you're going somewhere, be respectful enough to at least let them know, okay, I'm going to be somewhere. And if you guys have a routine where you talk every day and then one day you just decide, okay, I'm going to just go out, she'll be okay. No, that's not how everybody is. And sometimes people get upset because if you have great communication and you break it for one day, like, you're breaking up a routine, and people are used to routines. That's how I am. So communication with me is just, simply calling me, letting me know what you're doing. Like, we're in a relationship. If you don't want to be in a relationship, then why are you talking to me? You might as well just be my friend and we just call each other whenever we want to. That's not how I am. If we're like that, we're friends. Okay? So that's another thing. I saw this show the other day, and this man, he was like a daughter. It's called Thicker Than Blood. The man called his daughter a skank, and she was like upset. But the moral situation was that she had a boyfriend. Well, she didn't call him her boyfriend, but she was talking to a guy that she was kissing and cuddling up with, but they weren't in a relationship. In my opinion, you're wasting your time why are you kissing people that you're not in a relationship with? Like, that absolutely sounds crazy. And, you don't go around just kissing people anyway. So whether you're in a relationship or not, honestly, because you never know what people have nowadays. So, yes. The next thing I want to talk about is common interests. You guys have to have something in common, period. Whether it's your personalities, you don't necessarily have to have football in common, but as far as just your personalities, like, me and my friend, we get along great, but we have like common personalities, which draws me to him. So that's something that I really like about him. Not going to include sex into this because sex to me isn't a really important component of a relationship at all. Honestly, like if you need to have sex with somebody to be with them, you don't need to be with that person, and that's just basically how I feel. Like that's just that conversation's done. Independence. If you guys don't have space, space is a huge component of a relationship. Like you have to have space. If you don't have space at all, like going to work, something, then why? It's gonna make it irritating, and you're gonna get bubbled up into this tiny little bubble, and you're gonna feel like you're getting all cramped up because it's irritating. You need space. That's why when people are in a relationship and you're not married, you don't need to be living together because it's gonna be irritating once you get married because you've been with that person so long. You need to understand what that person is like from a distance. That's all you need to be focused on. You're in a relationship. You're not married. You don't have that type of commitment. So you need to chill. You need to not be living together. So I don't condone that. And yeah, that's just how I feel. Domestic violence. I don't support domestic violence at all. That is not a component of this video. I don't believe in it. So guys out there who beat their women or women out there who beat their guys, I don't support it. So yeah. If you have any more questions, that's how my video goes. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.